The other year, I went out to Ecuador again, and I summited Cotopaxi volcano, which is 19,347 feet.
Wow.
I am not a mountaineer. I have no training in this. So
hopefully you did some preparation?
Like a few days of just like hiking at like 12,000 feet, 14,000 feet.
Wow.
So I hired a guide. He gave me the crampons. We were roped together. It was on a glacier.
Yeah. It's just on a glacier.
I know. It's just like, and so this story is pretty cool. So I sitting at like the second base camp where you wait before you go. It's around 16,000 feet. It's really hard to sleep at 16,000 feet. So I had a lot of time just like freezing and drinking tea and journaling and visualizing. And I was, drawing myself at the top of the mountain, writing on these affirmations and just like envisioning myself there. The night before I went up, there was a crazy storm. I could hear the wind. I saw all these people come out, and then one by one, they were all coming back and no one summited. So the next day, I was like, okay, think positive, think positive. Went out. There were 100 of us that started. It was the holiday weekend. A lot of people wanted to go. Okay. And so we started off, and it was completely dark, midnight. It was windy.
You started at midnight?
Yes.
Wow.
I was going, like, you're literally stepping, like, step, because you're so high, like, breathing, everything just takes exponential effort. And so I was getting hit in the face with hail, and I was like, okay, can you handle this? I can handle this, okay? We're going, my guide is like, how are you doing? Good. We would stop, he would give me some tea. Are you cold? Yes, okay, we go. I'm like, okay, we go, and we go. And everyone was passing us, and I was getting kind of frustrated. I'm like, just trust. But then we kept going, and I noticed all the headlamps started turning around. People were going back. And I looked, and I was like, there's no one there.
What do you mean?
Everyone had turned around because it's difficult.
Except for you guys?
So I thought at that point.
Okay.
I didn't see anyone else. And he's like, we just have to have faith. He said, I don't know what the weather is going to do, but we just need to trust in our hearts and have faith that we can get there. I'm like, okay, I trust you. Have faith. And eventually one guide came with 2 men behind him, and we're like, wow, now there's 5 of us. So together we made it. We summited. All 5 of us made it to the top.
Oh, wow.
So on the way back down, it was even harder for me. I think I was just so relieved because at the top, there was still a storm. There was no visibility. There was no grand view or anything, time for photos. He was like, okay, we go now. Because it was just like, we got to go. It took you 7 hours to get up here. We're going back down now. So we are literally running down, and I just was like crying, and I just had all these feelings. And then I had this moment where a wave of forgiveness just washed over me for my ex-husband.
Wow.
And the crazy thing is I was like, I thought I forgave him a long time ago. I've been doing all this work, right? And I realized there are layers, right? You can forgive someone, you can continue, and then something else might come up that triggers you, right? You can find yourself in a new relationship or another challenge. And so I just had this beautiful wave of forgiveness wash over me, and I was like, I am totally at peace now with everything. I just had this profound realization. It came out of nowhere. But really what it was is I was just completely focused on being present and not letting all of this other stuff get in the way. And I think whatever needed to come up was just ready to come up.
So it was by being present and stripping away everything else that it allowed for whatever needed to come up.
Sometimes things still come up. I'm like, that's interesting, right?
Yeah.
It's not judging it as good or bad, right or wrong, but some things will continue to come up, especially as I'm deepening my relationship with my boyfriend right now. That's the first really serious relationship I've been in since my divorce, and that brings up all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
which is a gift.
It's a gift.
Yeah, and I hear that a lot from people of, you know what, this just came up for me of a past event or relationship, whatever it is. I thought that was long, in my past. I didn't think I still had, I've heard it referred to as kind of energetic cords to something or someone from your past that you ideally try to sever and move on and heal, right? Heal from.